Can you hear me, Reggie? So you're muted on your end. You need to turn on your mic. I can't hear you, but press the unmute button. And this is why I said this is so ghetto.
Guys, happy all that good stuff, man. It's your boy Reggie. Welcome to you. I am in the old stumping grounds, man, with my mom. So at mom's house tonight, it's a negativity and y'all know I got some potty mouths. Whoever sent me this bag and gift, y'all. y'all hear me better now? Maybe. Okay, so sorry, y'all. I'm in my mom's house. Over here, not my fault. But we're gonna kind of walk and talk cool for a second till I get settled. Light, some lights, some lights. Okay, that's not okay. This should be better. Can y'all still hear me? I hope so. Anyway, we're gonna go. Anyway, like I said, it's your boy Reggie. Was watching with us live. Thank you for everybody who helped. And yet again, we support you. But this live is gonna be a little different this time with me, as y'all can see. So we're gonna do this way. Anybody who wants to come join and talk with you, let's talk to me. Let's talk. Look, man, I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. Audio. So Brandon, the next step is you come up here and be yourself, my boy. Better? Well, okay. Well, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. This is we're working together. We're getting it together. But yeah, you know, do you ever see something on the live and you just it's a person just bring your energy down? Yeah, that person just came to the chat. We're gonna let it run. But without further ado, how y'all feel about this week's episode, man? A little scandalous. No? Maybe so? Oops. Thunder. Oops. The shade. Oh yeah. I'm the very no cap. That's how this guy work, I guess. Billy Jenkins. This week's episode was garbage. How was it scandalous? What was the purpose? No, nothing about. No flashback to explain. No nothing. Billy Jenkins. I first off, we appreciate the criticism but I appreciate the criticism. I'm sorry you feel like that week on the episode was garbage. Scandalous. Well, how about you come back to our garbage show next week and find out why it was scandalous. Pay attention, you'll see that it does become scandalous. I want to say it's the argument. No, nothing about. If due to prior we can see that the argument stems from that. Like, yeah. Okay, at this point, you better come up here and talk. Okay, talk again. Hopefully, it don't be choppy. But yeah, like I said, I mean, but your opinions, you feel like the episode was not scandalous and stuff like that. Martian event was a snippet. I mean, that's all Martian. Billy Jenkins has a lot to say, but we're gonna move to somebody like about the show. Black and Chauncey need to figure it out. Yes, I agree, figure it out. But David, also David, I really appreciate you for all the reviews. I listen to them all the time. And yeah, so what do you think, David, that Black and Chauncey need to help them figure it out? What do you think is the problem? It's hard when he feel like he's holding things back and need to just let it all out, or he feel like he's just trying too hard to save somebody. Red Cat asked me, Reggie, who was in the video at the end? I am not telling you that. Stay tuned in the video. I heard many people have their theories already. The fact Marciano event was a snippet. The fashion meeting was long and unnecessary. Other than that, he's a potential manager for Chauncey. We don't know anything about the line. I guess the question I got for you, Billy Jenkins, because you're giving it's on you only speaking from recently, because you're legit like you don't know anything. Not saying it in a bad way. I mean, I'm just wondering, did you watch the rest of the episode? Because this is kind of confusing for me as well. Because you have a lot of negative and nothing positive. So why are you watching the show if you have nothing positive to say? Chauncey is covering up for someone, or he's lying. That's up to the audience to speak on that. Maybe y'all think he's lying. Maybe not. Who knows? Their cast members even agree. Oh wow. Well, it sucks in my cast. Well, regardless, Billy Jenkins, like I said, we're going to take advice into consideration, and we'll keep it going. Like I said, anything, nothing at all. So I appreciate it. Well, this. It was said. Well, we had to ask Brandon on that one. I technically wasn't there, so I'll get. That's the only inside scoop y'all gonna get from me. Anybody positive to say to the live today? What was anybody's favorite scene or comments I want to say about today's episode? And to come join on the actual live itself. I want to be up here by myself. And thank you, Thundercat. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Thank you. What about this episode you actually enjoyed? Lincoln. Well, great. Okay. You do a good job performing. It was actually a fun night in that performance. Oh, well, Lusty has asked, when can we drop the Instagram DM? If I'm not mistaken, I think we have Brandon. Can you help me out from from the backstage? Can you help me out? Drop me some. Well, there they go. Kind of small for my taste. I can't even read them for real. Okay. Well, if y'all zoom me verbatim, what it says. If Chauncey wants to come up, Chauncey, you want to come up and read or give light to these DMs? Come up, Chauncey, come up and give some light to these DMs. Try to explain them and give more light to the situation since people are so confused than you, my boy. Chauncey is also, y'all see black name. Ain't gonna lie, I didn't see Black name. Brandon, I want to know how he can come up. A. Williams said I actually like the Black. Oh, there goes the link, Chauncey. I actually like the Black and Chauncey scene and the spa event that Marciana hosted. It almost seemed with Quan and Liam. Well, yeah. I guess you could say that Liam went from Chauncey to going to Quan. Up to Billy Jenkins. I know you are ring for questions. Yeah, like I said, Billy Jenkins, Chauncey better come give you some lunch. So ask Chauncey all your questions when he come up. He'll give you some answers that probably make you feel better. See you, Delon. There was a phone conversation in addition to those DMs that I'd be clear. Oh, well, was the phone call recorded? That would be interesting to play on for video. Now, Billy Jenkins, I won't argue that one. We get more content in the show itself. Debatable, but I mean, I won't argue saying that you get more clarification on the live. I will definitely agree with that. You get definitely more clarification. Brandon, Chauncey, can you hear us? I cannot hear you.
Yes, I can.
Chauncey. Maybe is there something on my end?
Hear me?
Now, did Chauncey insinuate that BuzzCon said something about Delon's apartment?
Can you hear me now?
I cannot hear you now. Talk now, Chauncey.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can anybody else hear Chauncey? We hear Chauncey. Well, as long as they hear you, Chauncey, that's fine with me. I can hear you. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Damn. I wish you could hear me. Damn. Okay. Well, since y'all can hear me, pretty much where the confusion okay, but pretty much, anyways. So pretty much where the confusion came from was Delon, like me and Black, like I literally had a separate conversation with Black. I had a separate conversation with Tony, and I had a separate conversation with Delon. When it came to the DM that Delon was speaking of, I told Delon, I was like, well, we can have because again, this all started from things that were said at a party that we had at Bus Clown's Airbnb. Nobody was talking shit. Nobody was talking shit. Bus Clown put a joke in the group chat saying that, Chauncey was talking shit, but he was, and I got a recording, but Bus Clown was literally joking. But of course, the people that were not there, they thought it was for real. So I went in the group chat and I was like, whoa, like it wasn't like that. And that's when the whole debacle and the confusion came from, because people really thought that it was shit being said about them over a joke. It literally started as a joke. Buscline was literally just joking. He ain't have no recording, no nothing. So fast forward to the main person that reached out to me was Delon. What was said, all of this, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I was like, it got to a point to where we started, arguing in the group chat. So by the time me and Delon had our separate conversation, which again, that's why I said the DMs, because the DMs don't lie. I literally said, okay, we can have the conversation, but let's have it in person. I'm tired of talking to people through message, because through text message you can you can misconstrue things and you can, make up things. So I was like, okay, people like to deflect. And I was talking about everybody in general. I wasn't talking about nobody. I was talking about everybody in general. I said, so we can have this conversation. So, because people like to run and deflect. And also that's including Delon. That's just including everybody. So past that, he's like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking, okay, when we do sit down and have a conversation, we're gonna sit down, hash it out. It's not gonna be a big thing, like the same thing I did with Tony. We had a conversation. That was that. Except Delon wanted to do this thing. He said that it wasn't a setup. To me, I just feel like it was a setup. Period.
Wait,
But
but Chauncey, before you go, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna just be on here. All right, perfect. All right, we're good. Continue, Chauncey. I'm sorry.
Um. So yeah. So he did that, which he texted me the day of. Delon texted me, and he's like, "Well, hold on. Before I get to that, so this message right here that Delon was trying to read when I first got to his house, where he said that I was talking about Black. Me and Black had a separate conversation after me and Delon. And not only that, but I had another person because there was a lot of people in this group that like to say that I lie for some reason. That you lie, you're a liar, and I'm like, okay. So I had somebody else on three-way that was on silent that heard the whole conversation with me and Black. Black asked me. He did not say did Delon. He asked me. He said, Did you say that I run away from that I run away from conversations? And I was like, no, I never said that about you, which I never said that. In those DMs, I did not say Black. I was talking about people in general, in the group, out of the group, friends, not friends, strangers. It's easy for anybody to do that. So when me and Black had the conversation, I said, well, no, I never said that about you. However, now that we're on it, I do feel like sometimes you do deflect. So I told Black on the phone, I do feel like you deflect. When we got to Delon's house, the part that pissed me off is it was spun around and it was tried to make it seem like, oh, well, when you said that in the DMs to Delon, you were talking about me. If I was talking about you, I would have said your name. I literally just told you to your, like, well, not to your face because we over the phone, but I literally just told you over the phone that I feel like you deflect. Why would I have a conversation with somebody else about you and not be upfront about it? That doesn't make any sense. That was one. Two, the whole Delon getting mad at me about the battery in the back, trying to make it seem like I'm some snake. When I said that, for one, again, Delon wasn't there, but the people that were there, we were just having a regular conversation. So I thought the battery in the back, I thought that was something that was general, and I thought it was talked about in the group in a joking way before, because again, me and Delon is not cool. So for him to say it around me, I'm a stranger. You don't know me. So for you to say it around me, I'm like, okay, well, obviously it's something that was probably talked about in the group. And literally in the same scene, when we're at Delon's house, he literally even said, well, you went and you told that to Black, but which I didn't know is me and Black already had that conversation.
My God, Billy Jenkins, what is your problem? Oh my God, that one left real quick. Um, so Chauncey, we're gonna dial back a little bit. You said there was a third person on the phone. I'm assuming you're not gonna reveal who that third person is, right? I'm assuming.
Nah, unless they want me to. I haven't talked to them, so I don't want to say their
But
name.
are they a part of cast or not a part of cast?
They main cast.
Okay, well, no. We're gonna leave it to the people's imagination who that could possibly be then.
But if the person says that, I can say their name. One day I'll say their name or whatever.
Okay, well, if said person's in the chat, give her Chauncey permission because we love getting permission from people to give that just gives avoids a lot of problems. All right, let's dial back, Chauncey. So Chauncey, since you're on here, so let's talk about I know I asked you in confessionals about you blowing up and stuff at the gun range and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
seeing it actually blowing up on it, did you feel any differently? Like, it's just because you have things to work on with your anger, or you feel like you was justified with how you blew up?
Yeah, no, I want to say that I justify it. That's one thing that I do. acknowledge that, that's what says like sometimes I can, blow up and, have that fiery thing. And it's just, I'm still learning how to be like accustomed, especially with just being down. This ain't really like, I don't really consider it the South, but things work a little bit different versus like up north. You are just born hard and just like, you know what I mean? Somebody say something wrong to you, you like, what? Like what you say? So that's something that I am working on. And I am young. I've, you know, been going through a lot. That's no excuse for it. But like I said,
Mhm.
plenty before, that is something that I do acknowledge. I say all the time, like, sometimes I do blow up. Sometimes I do need to dial it back and be like, oh, you know what, let me, take a step back. And that's one thing that a lot of people in the group didn't understand. Like they would see me, oh, why are you running away from something? Or like when I wanted to leave the launch house. And it's like, because I know how I am. And I rather just try to, if I see that it's getting heated, if I see that we're not getting anywhere, we're talking in circles, everybody's yelling over each other, okay, then I'll just leave. There's no point in arguing all
Mhm.
goddamn night.
Okay, I agree with that. Chauncey, the people really want to know who this third person is, and if I have an idea who you're talking about, which I'm pretty sure I know who it is, I don't think they will mind at all.
Yeah, I really
Personally,
wouldn't mind. So yeah, they probably wouldn't mind.
they wouldn't
So the
mind.
third person that I had on the phone was JT, because at the
Yeah,
time,
yeah, I knew
that was the
that.
person that really had my back. So I was like I was literally looking to different people in the group, like, damn, don't nobody, can't nobody understand where I'm coming from? Because for a minute, it just seemed like I was just getting misunderstood and people just had this idea of me. And I was like, yo, okay, maybe let me see if I'm wrong. I'm that type of person. I self-reflect all the time. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, maybe I'm not seeing something that everybody else is seeing. So let me have somebody else on the phone, because we were, just becoming cool. We were not friends. We were just becoming cool. So let me have somebody who is neutral to the situation. They're
I,
not on the side.
all right, well, there you go, right there. That seems like it's pretty easy at this point. If JT was on the phone, don't you think you should call JT as a witness to kind of clarify what you're saying or what happened?
I should.
JT, that's simple. JT, I know you're in the live somewhere. Pull up.
I was trying to see how.
All right, Brandon. Clearly, hire Billy Jenkins because he feels that he knows how to run a production. So we need to get him out here immediately on the team. Billy Jenkins, Brandon will put a application in for you. Um, put the application link in the commentary so you can come join production. So you can do your big one as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down for people to get on live. Let's get everybody on live. We understand though. I
I
know
would really
you
like.
make your bag, my boy.
I really want
The
to
line
hear
in
the
his
line,
bag. What?
because the line.
No
I would
shade,
really
but
like.
shade. I fuck with it, Billy. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. No cap. No cap. Well, Chauncey, since we waiting for some allies or people to give some clarification, overall, how did you feel about the overall episode?
Um, the overall episode is good. I do know that um like the overall is good. There's certain things I'm like, damn, like I wish this would have shown, blah blah blah. But I mean, for the most
Mhm.
part, it is good. And it is a lot of drama, and there was a lot of things that wasn't shown. But it's just like when we were filming, it was just hectic. We would be on camera arguing, and then we'd be arguing off fucking camera all goddamn day, every day, in the group chat. It was just like nonstop. So I know to some people it does look a little
Whoa,
confusing. What?
whoa. I'm sorry, Billy Jenkins. Hold on, I do have JT number, but she did not stay with me. I'm gonna clarify that. Me and JT never stayed together, so please do not start that storyline. Um. Uh, oh my God, Jamal, you join the chat. Well, hello, sir. How you doing? Oh, can't hear Delon. Okay, I can hear you now, Delon. Wait. Okay, Tosh. Don't tell me Tosh is Billy Jenkins. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. All right, anyway.
Okay, I couldn't be on here long because I'm getting my bag today. But I just wanted to come up here and say that there was also a phone conversation in addition to those. I know that there's a lot of situations that have developed amongst this situation that I'm speaking on between you telling me somebody said something about you. But so me wanting to get clarity and you being on my grown man, like I don't do inside conversations and phone calls behind the back. I want to get everybody involved so we can not speculate it. So that's where I was coming from with that. I'm sorry if it was a setup, but if you feel that it was a setup, as I have said before.
My only what I just
Hold on,
like
hold on, y'all. Let's talk one at a time. I know Delon don't have much time. Let him say what he gotta say so he can go back to work. Then you can say what you gotta say, Chauncey, just so we can hear everything. Go ahead, Delon. Hello?
You didn't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I was saying I got everybody together to get a moment of clarity, as I said. He stayed, she stayed behind the scenes, the phone call. So the reason why I got everybody together was to get clarity. We also had a phone conversation in addition to those meetings that we've had. So to say, I didn't know about the bus call situation. It's all new to me. So I am anxious to hear what was said in reference to that as well. But yeah, I just like to get everything out there, open forum. Let's talk about it. That's how I do.
I don't know what's going on. Delon, can you hear me? Somebody hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, y'all just let me know when it's my turn. Okay. That's what you can hear me, right? Okay. So I think end of the day, I really think that is because the one thing that even back when it was happening, bad was said. Were we having a conversation among where we did bring up people in the cast? Yeah. Let's not sit here and act like we all haven't done that. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. We don't know each other. We're filming a show. It's not uncommon to when you're hanging around certain people in the group, you ask about or other people within the group come up. So nothing bad was said. Nothing bad was said. I told you what I said on my part, which was the conversation was storylines, which what I said. I didn't think that you had a storyline. I mean, I was just saying, but I very much made it very. I don't know you though. I don't know what you're filming. I don't know what you got going on. When I said a story, does that mean that you're working? Absolutely didn't. It was just every time that you would come around or that I heard of you. So I was like, oh well, I was like, well, we were saying, oh well, who do you line? We named the people. You were one of the people that I named. Marciano was sitting right there. And it wasn't to be, I apologize if it came off like, like talking shit. That was my intentions. It wasn't. We were just pretty sure there's been other conversations where that same topic gets over. I feel like Chauncey doesn't have a storyline. I'm not mad at them. I don't care. There's nothing for me to be mad about. The time y'all didn't know me, as long as you wasn't talking crazy on me, I don't like that. So that's that's where the whole thing is, like the talking or telling your business, that part. The only reason why that came up is because Brandon put in the group chat. You remember what I mean? You remember? Yes, no.
I remember something
Huh?
you were just thinking about. I remember something
Okay.
you were just thinking about.
But yeah, Brandon had put a meme in there where, when somebody, is talking shit and a friend is about to tell their business, and you remember I went in the group. Well, first of all, me and Delon ain't cool like that. Not friends, not saying it in a bad way, but we're not friends. So I don't even know him enough to know any of his business. So that was the part that I was trying to tear up. And I said, the very first thing that I said, if me and Black get into it, I said, if anybody's going to tell your business, it wasn't me saying that Black told your business. That was me saying to my, like, y'all were friends. So when it came to the meme, everybody was looking at me like I was telling your business. And I was like, whoa, hold on. Tell your business is going to be Black. Never said that Black told you your business. If it's going to be somebody to tell your business, it will be him. He the one that's cool with you. I'm not cool with you. I don't know what you got going on to tell your business. What I'm going to tell. And this is what I was trying to avoid. This is why I wanted to. What?
And in the confessional, you said that we didn't get along. So I'm lost on both parts.
I said that I what?
But you just said that we were friends.
I did not say that we were friends.
No, Black and I. You said that we were friends.
I can't hear you.
You just said that Black and I were friends just now. But in the confessional.
No. I said if I thought that y'all were friends. Also, I was like, well, if anybody's going, it would be him, because I felt like y'all were closer. Do I know for a fact? I was just saying that's how I seen it at the time. I thought y'all were friends. It would be him because I was referencing the meme. Talking in the air, I was only referencing the meme because in the meme, a friend is about to tell somebody's business. What I was referencing. So I'm like, if it comes down to me or Black, when it comes down, that's why I would like for us to post a screenshot from the group chat where I made it very clear if I'm not friends with Delon. If anybody's closer to a friend, is going to. And this is what I was trying.
I'm looking for the receipts, but I gotta go. I do have to go.
All right. So with that lovely choppy conversation, Delon, if you want to say, like, clarify what you were saying for the people, put it in the chat for us, please. But until then, we're gonna take a commercial break. I see the comments been going crazy, so we're gonna kind of address some of these comments. Chauncey, if you're gonna stay, that'd be great. But we'll see you when we get back from the commercial.
Bye.
Real Life and Reality is back. We're bringing you all new content from our hit show, Real Life and Philanthropy, and our brand new show, Real Life the Music. And oh yes, we're bringing you real life premium content all year long. So make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to all things real life and reality. See you in the comment section.
Want beautiful skin the natural way? Then K3 is just for you. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Black. That's BLAQ. And I don't know how many times I have been asked or even told that you have very nice skin or what do you use in your skin. And I don't know how many times I have told people that I just drink water. Drinking water don't always work for everybody. So what I've done is produced 2 products, well, multiple products actually, for you guys, just for you to use for your skin, to get that glow, that nice even tone. And if you want beautiful skin the natural way, make sure you purchase K3 today.
You hear me on these beats, I'm making hits back to back. That boy Red help me out. Now I'm growing where I'm at. I left the drummer with Corona till I'm black. Told you that.
So first off, before I start reading anything, welcome back everybody from commercial break. Yeah, sorry about the choppy audio thing. Can't help with people connection device, so everybody give us a pass on that. A couple comments that I've seen over commercial break. We need a host to ask the question and bridge the gap because this right now is giving Nextel chirp phone. I don't know what the fuck Nextel is, but I don't know what it is. But now the host is back to bridge the gap. I can't help if the audio is bad. These people kill me. But before we continue, if you have good connection service and then we can actually hear you, please join the live. Make sure your connection is good so we can actually hear what you said. Okay, guys? But yeah, Chauncey, do you feel like you got some resolution from any of that, or you gathered anything from that? No, maybe so. It's given. Whoa, Helen Keller. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, Chauncey, you there?
Yeah,
I can hear you now, but yeah. So this phone, I want to get back to this. This phone call that the line keep referencing. What was the phone call about that? Like, do you remember a phone call between y'all two at all?
we had a phone conversation where he called me. He was the main person to reach out on. So he called me. He was like, hey, and I told him, well, it's like, well, you know, we was having a. I was like, I was just joking because again, kind of putting a joke. It started at the house, inside joke. So Buscon, he was like, oh, I gotta record. You know, of course, everybody that was there, we was a joke, but Tony and DeLon took it as a joke. They were like, nah, we said. So DeLon,
hold on, Chauncey. Hold on, you're breaking up real bad.
let me take it. All right, it's still breaking up.
Nope, you sound perfect now.
All right, bad. But anyways, yeah. So he called me. He was like, "What was said?" I was just sitting around. I was like, and the topic came up about, you know, who we felt like had a storyline. And I told him I was like, shit about you. I was like, but you were one of the people that I said I felt like didn't have a storyline. Don't kind of way. I wasn't coming at you. I'm not saying that you know, work in your apartment than me. That's not what I was saying. As far as when it came to show, I just felt like he didn't have a storyline. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I told him exactly what I said, straight up. And, oh well, was anybody you know, just wanted to know, like, was anybody talking about me and stuff like that? And just trying to, he was like, was anybody else? Because he just felt like it was like mainly me. You know, other people, you know, they chimed in too, ones and twos, but I'm not going to speak on that, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Wasn't that big of a deal. Nobody's talking shit. If you want to have a conversation, we can have one in person. Doing phone conversations, I don't like having, text messages and stuff like that. You want to have an in-person conversation, all right, boom, like, we could do that. And little meeting that that's what I thought that was going to be. He wanted to bring in Black and Tony, which was just a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of confusion. I don't want nobody to get mad, so I'm not crying, but Tony was upset. And I'm like, bro, the only reason why your name came up because we were talking about Rod dinner. So everybody who was at the birthday dinner, why? Because they were there. Like, that's so nobody was talking about him. His name just happened to come up. Yeah. As far as the comment where Black said, "Oh well, I felt like Tony was you said you tried to make it seem like Tony didn't like me," and I was like, well, I just said at that time at the dinner table, I felt like because he kept bringing you up. I don't know y'all's relationship, but I felt like at the time, I felt like he didn't like bringing you up, like. But the thing more that was like, that's the confusing part. That's the thing that's like so me, because there's nothing more. There's nothing. I was pissed off when Delon did this whole grand thing of now you got all of these people now getting blown up to something that is not just. And this is no offense to him. I'm not trying to be mean, but it almost comes you're just trying to do it for screen time. Because it does. And I told y'all when we were filming this, that's why I left. I like, this shit is dumb. We talking about something mad small. You lied and you did this and a bunch of insinuating and like that's why I was just like, you lied. Okay, I lied about what? Nobody's saying what I lied about. As far as like, oh well, you know, you can the whole repeating, and I should have worded that a little bit differently. Maybe I have to people, but when I said one thing about me, I can repeat everything that I say, equate to I can remember. We be filming over months. Real life shit going on outside of filming the show. So these we be having don't really be holding that much weight for months. So if you said, oh, Chauncey, you said this person back in April, nigga, you have to tell me what I said. Don't be like, you know what I said. So it's just a bunch of scene. It could have been left out. It was dumb. It just blown up. So you had a bunch of people yelling about nothing.
Okay, let me ask you this, Chauncey. Appreciate your explanation of that, but I guess let's focus more on this episode right here, right? I guess if you was over the situation back in the previous episode, right? Why? And even though in real time the gun range scene was a couple days after the whole thing at Delon's house, and you was kind of over it. Why don't you just start talking about it while y'all was shooting guns anyway? You could have just left it alone and say you didn't speak on it no more.
Well, because for one, it was because I was asked, so I just feel like something. It's like, why shouldn't I be able to answer it? I could have left it alone, but it was just like I was asked, so bringing it up to like harbor on it, I was just asking about it, so I was answering the question. That was like how I felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably, if I knew that it was gonna blow up outside, I definitely would have left it alone. But
oh, okay, so yes. And people in the comments.
hold on. hold on. I just got to say this because for the people that's saying, "Oh, you're the worst," it's not about being the worst. Explain that you have to understand when you are in a dumb ass situation, small has been blown up to something so big. It is hard. Again, it's been blown up to this when it didn't even start. So I'm just trying to explain it the best way I can. Be it's about nothing. It's about nothing.
Okay, first thing, just the people in the comments. I love the comments, guys. But don't y'all think I should come on the actual live and say these things? Because it's kind of boring that y'all going to sit here just talk on the with words. I want to hear what the people have to say. Oh, you, Billy Jenkins, I want to hear from you. You've been commenting since the whole live started. Since we've been
And
here.
the whole thing about the storyline, okay, I show you what I stop my life. Doesn't stop Musk Labs. It doesn't stop newer. Like that doesn't really hurt, my feelings. I know a lot of people shows up here to like the highest. It really doesn't stop our lives. The whole thing that again, even when I said about the storyline, I felt like the same person said that about me. I'm not mad.
So I'm gonna pose this question to the viewers then. So viewers,
I work.
since
That's where I
since
work.
y'all have so since everybody we ain't okay. So Billy Jenkins, you feel like you getting on the panel will make this live make sense? Huh? Okay. Well, interesting. I just want to.
I think a
But
lot of
no.
people are for something. It's almost like a dog. It's like we trying to make sense of something that it's never gonna make sense because all blown up for some from a very simple PlayStation and it got blown up. So y'all, if y'all searching for an answer, it's like chasing your own tail. You're not gonna get it because it's really not.
Well, I'm gonna just move the conversation along because clearly I don't think we're gonna get nowhere. Can nobody really coming up? JT who could provide us some answers not coming up. So we're gonna move forward to the. Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about what else happened on the show. So Chauncey, you watched the whole episode, correct?
Yeah. Okay. This person wants to know what does Chauncey do? Chauncey skincare company called Musk Labs that is currently only right now while we revamp. It will go back to being online. If you would like to go buy the product, you can go buy it at Zoa Beauty Georgia. The products are right there on the shelf. Just go in there for Musk Labs. They'll direct you right to it. I have a podcast that is called How to Struggle as an Entrepreneur, which you can find on any. We have a website. You can go up there. We do articles. We're trying that brand. That is what I do. If you want more information, you want to see anything else that I do, gladly go to my Instagram at Chauncey A. McQueen. Now, what you?
I was gonna ask.
No,
So
I don't have a job. I work for myself. Is the shit that I create. My business, my podcast. It's his struggle, but that is how I don't have a 9 to 5. That's how I make.
yeah, enough about getting on Chauncey. Okay, because my God, oh my God. Well, Chauncey, they have one question for you. Where do you stand with Liam now?
We haven't seen it. Okay, again, to my Instagram. I know you may have not seen it on the show, and that's fine. Instagram, I just named it for you, and that's where you can go see anything. Me and Liam, we are cool. We are actually really cool. Help him out with something. Yeah, with that little hiccup, we never had an issue after that.
Well, that's good to know. So, oh my God, we have a fucking viewer. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Hello. So
Hey.
first of all, I have to say I've been enjoying the show. It's a lot of people, and actually getting to know them has been pretty nice. I have, I guess, a question about this last episode, and I guess more so for you, Reggie. When you guys went in for editing this one,
Okay.
were you all aware of what conversation was had that Chauncey wouldn't necessarily talk about in detail?
Okay, this is the best. Let's see what the best way I can answer this. So going to the when we filmed the actual scene, at that point in time, I had nothing. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. But to be bluntly true and honest, and I know at the time, at the beginning of the argument, that Chauncey was protecting a certain individual on the cast. I even, Chauncey could attest to this, I even stopped during film and I said, Chauncey, you should probably say who it is. But he said no. So I can't, as production, we cannot make somebody on the cast say something. That he is a grown man at the end of the day.
Correct.
So I edited the best way I can.
Okay.
Cause
And the only reason I asked is the edit came across as whoever was editing it knew what they were talking about, although the rest of us didn't. Because what I think what would have helped a lot of us was to have one moment where somebody just stopped and said, this happened, this happened, this happened, that's how we got here. Because we all like, wait, what's going on? I guess there was a conversation between people not on camera about people in the show, and so now they're arguing about conversations that we didn't know about, which is like in general fine as long as somebody gives us the background of what's going on. And I think that's kind of what a lot of us are missing right now.
I mean, I guess as production, we can only use what we catch on camera, right?
Correct.
Now we do ask the cast to provide any back information to help their case or help us understand what's going on so we can show y'all. But if they don't give us said information, which most don't, we only can work with what we give. So that's why we're here on this live and thanks to bad audio and stuff like that. We're trying to talk about it so the gaps get filled. And like I said, yet again, I can leave it to the grown adults on this cast to give you the full answers.
Correct. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm blaming you or anybody in particular. If Chauncey or whoever chose not to say it, they chose not to say it. Us as viewers, we feel a little way because we missing information that will help us connect to what's going on. And I feel like there are some of these moments where we could really connect to people, especially with how emotional everybody's kind of getting about the situation. Like, I wish I kind of knew what was going on because then I could really get into it because everybody seems to be really hot about this. And it's like, whoa, well, there we go. There's a screenshot.
Well, Chauncey, if you want to try to, well, how about this? You see the screenshot. If you have a question, this is perfect time to ask Chauncey something specific you want to know.
Got you. Now, Chauncey, who are these screenshots between?
Me and Delon.
You and Delon, okay. So I'm gonna just read it real quick.
Please. And that goes for anybody in the chat. Like, please ask legitimate questions so we can answer it one at a time. If y'all just want to attack Chauncey on your own time.
Yeah, not to say I don't come up here for no attacks. That's not my gig whatsoever.
It's not what we do in the locker room. We're here to get y'all want answers. We can try to do our best to give them to you. Read them, Reggie. Oh man, now I gotta read. Jesus. All right. So we're gonna read message by message. Everybody ready? All right. Did you just quit? I don't think we're gonna talk about that now. Okay. So, did you just quit? Chauncey said, "No, I just had to leave the group for a sec because I didn't want to see it in my inbox. I am pissed now. I am pissed not even for what anybody would even think I am, but this was definitely interesting. And moving forward, I know exactly how I need to move." Chauncey, what did you mean by that message?
Because in the group, I felt like when the joke was made about there being a recording, confusion started. When the joke was made, we had laughed about it, but that wasn't there. So they're like, "Well, is there a recording that were you talking shit?" And that's why. But I still had other people that was there, but kind of like they were still joking about it because again, this was an inside joke, literally at the house. So they're still joking about it, but I was like, all right, like let's stop joking now because now you really got some of these people like Tony, Delon, Liam, got them thinking that I was talking shit or that there was shit. So let's kind of cut the joke right now. Let's just be like, no, you're gonna have some people that's gonna take it serious. So that's why I said that.
So wait, so Chauncey, just so I can clarify for the viewers themselves. So you're talking about the night y'all had made the joke at Bus Clown's house, where you had a game night party or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just to reiterate for y'all. So what Chauncey is putting in reference is that the joke or comments that are being alleged right now is about something that happened at Bus Clown's game night, that happened an off-camera event that production wasn't filming at. For the members of
just to clarify for people that's like, oh, we want to see the group chat. We were at Bus Clown's Airbnb. We were making that joke. Who had a storyline and stuff like that, and just joking around and stuff like that. After all had left and stuff like that, Bus Clown, because we were still there. I got a video of you talking shit. I'm about to put it in the group chat. Shut the fuck up. And we all just sitting back. We all just laughing. So Bus Clown had put something in the group chat, just joking about Bus Clown. He's funny. He's a comedian. He's always joking. So he put I got a recording of Chauncey talking shit like Delon, Tony, Marciano, Liam, whatever. He was like, and should I drop it? So we all like that, and then we were playing that joke. It was a running joke for the night, and then you had some people that was really starting to take it. Specifically Tony and Delon, they really started taking it like, well, I'm talking shit about me. Like, why are you talking shit about me? All that. So.
All right, so moving forward, we're gonna read some more of these DMs. Starting with Chauncey. You got fucking Tony commenting like your name came up for a split second, and it was nothing bad. Like the whole situation just fucking weird, and it was blown up. Delon said it was definitely unexpected and very telling. I don't think anyone expected that from you, honestly. No one, in my opinion, thought that was how you operate. Big or small, it's all a learning experiences and everyone perceives things differently. Chauncey, I'm not gonna lie, I personally didn't think what I said was bad. I just don't because I never attacked anyone personally or like on a personal level. I was talking about the show. There was literally a point where it was brought to my attention, like, hello, what the F is going on with your story? Because at the end of the day, we are doing a show. So we are telling stories, and at the end of the day, the conversation could have been had with all the speculation. Marciano was legit there the same night, and when Buzzcloud said, Chauncey said, I looked at him dead in his face and repeated it again what the fuck I said. So,
just to clarify that, when I said that, Buzz Clown had looked at me, he was at Marciano. Again, none of this is serious. We're all joking. He was like, Chauncey said that you ain't got no storyline. And I was like, again, a fun banter type of conversation. It was.
So you're saying that everything, which I think.
Well, I'm sorry. What is that?
I wish I could attest on behalf of Buzzclown. Buzzclown does joke around a lot with cast members in that form of fashion. So I will attest to that. But so you're saying, Chauncey, everything that night was just strictly banter. You was no intentional shade thrown or to derogatize anybody or anything like that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nah. We was even throwing, little shots at Buscon was talking about my haircut. I was talking about his braid, black. Like we were even joking on each other. It was a very fun night. And then again, it's just like chat. Some people took it and they really ran with it because his name that was in there, that was thrown in there was like, didn't really take that serious. The only two people that really took it away was Delon and Tony. And I kept trying to tell him over. I promise you, it wasn't like that.
Okay, but before we read more the screenshots, do you have any questions?
This is all helpful to bring together. I guess questions, suggestion, whatever have you. I think if we're gonna have cast members talking about a situation we didn't see, I think it'd be nice to have, like I said, have one person or just a little screenshot, be like, hey, look, the cast was at an event together. Some words were exchanged where some people got talked about, and now everyone's trying to figure it out. That way we'd all at least kind of, because now getting all that backstory, like Chauncey, I wish all of that was in a confessional somewhere. Not even all them details, but just the quick, we was all at Buzz Clown place. Buzz Clown was Buzz Clowning and talking his shit like he normally do, which we all know we've heard him do in like every scene he in. And it got turned left, and then now here we are. And then we all be like, oh, okay, cool, here we go. Because instead what we got was everybody's mad at each other, and the person who apparently knows the information, you, Chauncey, just not saying nothing. And we like, what the fuck is happening?
Unfortunately, like sometimes what happens with, and it's not necessarily a fault on necessarily his part, but sometimes there are certain things that, left out that did happen. It just make the show. Just one quick example, taking it a little back to like first second episode, when we had got into it in the parking lot and stuff like that. I was just defending Rodney the whole time. Which y'all didn't see, I only jumped in because Black, he was told that I was talking shit about him. So of course, like, whoa, I'm gonna be up in energy because I was defending him at the dinner, and I didn't know him like that. Right. So then to hear, like, damn, and then also, it that was on the side that y'all didn't see, that was kind of chiming. That's where that came up, but it did happen. It just didn't make it in. So that's why when it comes to a lot of things, it'd be like I don't really be tripping like, oh, well, you are lying, or you not saying the whole. Sometimes things just don't make it in.
Right, and that's fair. And to clear something, Billy, what I meant was I would have liked to have seen a filmed confessional from him. Not saying that it was anybody's responsibility, because the reality is the shit is over. The episode is out. I don't care to sit here and play the blame game on nothing about nothing. That's not what we're here for. We're here to get some answers so we all can be on the same page watching the show. Because it's a good show. We just got a little lost. So we just want to get a little caught up. So regardless of who did what, it'd just be nice to have answers.
But let me just say, this is one person that it's just like, I don't know if they don't have a job or something like that, always typing away at their fingers. Rican, if you do not like the things that you're pouring, if you feel like it is constantly being replayed, if you are getting annoyed, you know that you can literally click up out of here and go listen to it that you want to listen to. Go watch whatever it is that you want to watch. To be in the comments, you don't have to be here. None of us are paying. None of us has shackled you to be here. So all the negativity in the comments, damn, how much negative energy you got in you? Damn.
Well, Chauncey, you should be used to people who have negative comments by now, my boy.
Okay. I am. It's just sometimes when I see it, like, that's just like, it be over and over and over, and I'll be like, damn it, you can literally just not listen. I mean, it's like if you don't like what I'm saying right now, if I'm annoying you, feel like I'm talking in circles, take a little break, click out, wait till I get off of here, and then come back.
All right, well, we got more the screenshots just to give a little more backstory. So, starting with the line. So, who? That's initially annoying. Anyway, all right. Who asked? Yeah, well, the Wi-Fi bad over here. Mama, I am on the good Lord. I am on the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Anyway, sorry, what doing? Who asked what was going on with your story? I'm confused. Chauncey, there was so much said from other people that was on a personal level. That's bitch shit. You want to bring this one comment I made and not talk about it, and not talk about what the fuck y'all said. I'ma save it and speak on camera though. What and the line said, what did they say? Now this is where the controversy come in. So Chauncey, I want you to explain this till I get done reading. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, but I right away until it's on camera, because people can run from a conversation and deflect when it's not in person, but it's hard to do when it's face to face. Delon, tell me now so I can be prepared. Did they say something in reference to me? Chauncey said absolutely, and then we had to scroll down after this. Delon said what they said, and then Chauncey said, "I'll just say this, and just to think to yourself, when this, okay, yeah, I'll say this, and just think to yourself, when this whole conversation started to take a turn in the beginning, when the video Brandon posted goes to that video again, and also think who you have become close with. You are not. You and I are not close. I do not mean that in a bad way. I do not know you. I do not know you. I do not know your business to tell because I don't even know you like that. So just think on that."
Baby,
Doan
just like
said,
I'm confused.
Doan, he's confused. So I think just to give for production's aspect, so there is a main group chat with the cast, and we like sometimes post people's events, positive things for the group, and say, et cetera, et cetera. And Brandon, I guess, posted a video that was just giving. I guess it was led to open thought. It was direct shade to anybody, in my opinion. And I guess some people felt hit about said video, and now this is the video that Chauncey keeps referencing about. So
that started because the conversation now it done went from the conversation that was even had at Buzz now about the conversation that was had in the group chat. So now in this conversation, it just which led me to leaving the group chat because I was like blew up too much.
So let's see, yeah, and continue. Chauncey says, as it unfolds, as it unfolds more, a lot of people will be. And Delon says, I never saw the video that Brandon posted, and this seems to be a riddle. Are you saying that someone that I may or may not be close to share something about my business? If that's the case, it's definitely a reach because none of these individuals know anything about me that they can share or key about. And then Chauncey said, I'm going to let you see for yourself. Delon said, okay. So I guess my question here, I guess for more of the viewers want to probably ask this question too, Chauncey. Chauncey, why at that point would you say, just even bring that up that people like just leave it around? You could just easily told the line, I don't know anything and just been done with it.
Well, because in the midst of it, so this goes back to the group chat. It was just me that was just talking. Like everybody was just quiet, and I randomly got up in the middle of the room. So that's why I said, well, hold on. Like there was other people that was there that commented or other things that were like say. Like, it wasn't just conversation with myself. I wasn't doing no speech in front of the room. So that's saying that. Now, the part where I said that you will see is because, like, at the time, I'm not gonna speak on it now because I don't know. I felt like there were a lot of people that were linking up that didn't even like each other, but they were, play, because y'all will see as the episodes progress, some of the same people that used to be cool kind of. I ain't gonna say no more, but that's why I was like, it got to us back for all right, you'll see.
Okay,
And then I
can I
kind of
ask
had the
a question?
conversation.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
I know you.
In general, so just directly about this message. When DeLon messaged you and asked you about what was said at an event that was not filmed, because the event you're talking about was not filmed, correct? Where people were talking about
Correct.
him. So why not just tell him then? Because you told him he'd see, but the reality is he would never see because no one would ever see it because it wasn't recorded. So why not just tell him what was said instead of saying you'll see? Because literally that couldn't happen.
Because, and this is why, again, everything doesn't make. Eventually, he did see part of it on camera. And at the time, I did not know none of this happened on camera. So I'm not going
What?
into this conversation that we're going to film. When I said we can have this conversation in person, that was conversation on camera. This was supposed to, because the conversation that I had with Black, the conversation that I had with Tony, why? Because the situation happened off camera. That's why I was really like, oh, you just going off at the Lawn House. And it's like, no, I was mad because to be confused. And Reggie, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, come on now, your house. I was like, nobody's gonna understand what is going on because happened on camera. Even the conversations in the group chat, nobody's gonna know what is going on.
I mean, Chauncey did say that at the house. Because that whole night we was all confused because I didn't even know what was going on per se, and that's why even other half of production, Brandon stepped in to try to tell Chauncey maybe we shouldn't talk about this because he said he would say it probably make him look bad. But I will say, and from a production aspect, why it made it to the show, is because from the understanding we had the screenshot, so I thought that it would be some light and it made sense because like for people who had character development such as Tony and stuff like that, when he actually showed Express had some things and just brought. Okay, I'm sorry. But it just brought some light to different characters and different people on the show to actually kind of try to what's the word I'm looking for? And just give more depth with characters in
Right.
the show. But I mean that's why the purpose I personally put the scene in. Even though on the contrary, people I think I just like mess for mess sake. But people were actually saying stuff on the show on that scene, and people are actually listening to it. Like for example, if Black was calling Chauncey a liar or trying to call him out on his comment, maybe that was Black trying to tell Chauncey like, "Hey, you need to be more wary of what you're saying. Cause you never know what you're saying can get misconstrued as what's happening now." So that's how I'm looking at it from a producer aspect. But everybody view is different. And Billy, yet again, I thank you for your sympathy for. I don't want to know how you pronounce your name. I don't want to mispronounce
Angela,
your name.
I just spell it real ratchet.
Okay.
It's just Angela.
Okay, yeah. Well, I thank you for your sympathy for Angela, but I think she came up with her own free will. She's actually doing a pretty goddamn good job.
I'm chilling.
But also the big body bend, like I just said to the other person, if you are not asking me questions and I'm answering them like literally direct, no other deep thing. I feel like some of y'all are looking for. There's more. There's nothing more. There's nothing more. To be
So I'm
honest, it should have been on camera.
right,
It would
and that.
save all.
So here's the thing. I'm not gonna hold you, Chauncey. I am still a little confused on why you did not, and why you didn't just say. Because here's the thing, and honestly, I would be with you on this one if that whole situation was filmed, right? Had you just told DeLon and said, I didn't tell DeLon because it would have been juicier on camera to have all these conversations, it would have made more sense. If the original thing was filmed, I'd be with you because I'd be like, yeah, we need to see all of that. That's why I was kind of like, why not just tell him if the situation wasn't filmed and it shouldn't have been on the show, but because you didn't just talk about it and they couldn't deal with it, now it's on the show and we don't know what happened to start with, when it could have been kind of clear, because if you said it, he could have went and addressed that person and they could have dealt with that and we wouldn't have had to see this weird fallout at the end.
Well, because the thing was, me and I'm sitting there, I'm listening to 3 different people, and they're asking me 3 different people 3 different questions, like I'm answering them, and nobody's listening.
Are you
They
talking
just
about
keep going. I'm saying, they're saying, "Oh, you lied." I'm asking, "Okay, what I lied about?" And it's like, eventually, it's like I agree with y'all. It is talking in. How am I gonna go even deeper into it? At a certain point, when in the tail type of thing, or the conversation is going in circles, I get to a point where you'll see, like, whatever's gonna what's come to the light. Like, I'm not gonna keep if we just talking in circles.
Right.
It's already gonna be. I said this is already gonna be confusing. I'm not about to make it even more.
Do you say we'll see as kind of like your placeholder for, you know what, this conversation's over?
With I'm a true believer, like, what's done in the dark to the light, type of person. So it's just like somebody can say you're a liar all they want to. You're a liar. You're a liar. Why am I gonna sit there and continue to be like, I'm not a liar? About it? Why? Like, if you either believe me or.
Because if that's the case, that would make kind of how you responded to them situations. I'm mad I just sang that to myself in my head.
I know that I did.
I was trying not to acknowledge it.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
So which is fine. It just, because of that. And then, like, there was one thing, even with that scene with them calling you a liar, like, one thing I'm tired of on these shows, if somebody says something, please repeat it. If it's public information, please repeat. Do not come to me and say, oh, you know what you said. You know what you said. No, if I'm asking you what I did, tell me exactly what I did that you found disrespectful or unacceptable so that I can deal with it. But when I got you staring me down saying, you know what you did, I'm not going through what I'm not going through. Well, how the fuck am I supposed, how am I supposed to deal with, so with you in that situation? I was with you in that one because I was like, tell the man what he did wrong. Like, just tell him.
Because that's the part where I was confused about. Because I'm getting confused. I'm like, what I lied about? You know what you lied about. So that's, again, it's the circle. At this point, the conversation is over. It'll come out, whatever needs to come out, whatever you're trying to find out, it'll come out. If it don't, it don't. At that point, I was like, this is pointless. I'm literally arguing with man because he was at a dinner.
All right, well, I feel like we spent like an hour and some change on this topic. So, Angela, since I have an actual viewer up here, besides the confusion of the scene, that situation, how did you feel about the rest of the episode?
I liked it.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm gonna finish eating.
All right, bye, Chauncey. Bye, Chauncey. See you.
All right.
In general, I liked it. As somebody who has a little background in production, this and the third, like, I was like, oh, the audio died out, but I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Like, it was a few seconds. Outside of little moments like that, which I caught, and maybe some other people caught it, but like, oh well. I like it. I really enjoy the show because I feel like we actually get to know these people. Like, I feel like we get to spend time with everybody a bit. I enjoyed the little pseudo first date with Liam and Quan. That was cute. That event. I like Marciano. I wish he was, like, just in general louder, but that's not like anyone's fault. Like, but what he says like has some weight to it. So I was like, okay, cool. In general, I like the show. I literally just finished the episode before I came in here, so I was late getting to the line.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, I enjoyed it. There are some people where I'm still trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't want to say what's the purpose or why you here because I'm tired of that storyline word. But there's just some things to figure out with some people, which I'm kind of hoping we get more of as we watch. And I'm definitely going to, be excited to see them.
So, how many episodes have you actually watched?
I've seen all but I think 2 from this season so far. A couple of them, like I'll play it because when you guys drop it, I'm usually working, so I kind of have it on while I'm working, so it's in the background. And then if there were parts I'm like, ooh, that was really good, I want to go back and see that. I'll go back and watch it again. So I've seen basically the whole season. So I've been, keeping up as well as we can. I think a lot of this cast is, how do I say it?
You don't be blunt. We love blunt.
Oh yeah, I always want to make sure I do it respectfully because it's not my intention to come up here and like start disrespecting nobody.
It's too late for that. People be doing that all the time. It's too late for that.
They can do that. That ain't me.
It's too late for that.
But in general, I wish people, like I was saying, were more comfortable talking about the things that actually happened on film. Because here's the thing: take the Candy Burris aspect of it. If it happened on film, I'm talking about it because they're not gonna play a clip of me sitting right there while the shit went down, and now I'm sitting in front of your face like, I really don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Like, talk about it. I get we not trying to bring nobody's name into it. This and that. Their name is in it. If it's on camera, their name is in it. Because if they try and say they weren't there, y'all are just gonna put the flashback of them being a part of it. And so I wish a little bit more of the cast was willing to just openly talk about things that have happened between them, even if the person's not around. It would help kind of move things along without having this weird what's happening because nobody will talk kind of situation.
So one more question for you. So what do you think was shown at the end of the episode? Who do you think it is, or what was shown?
I mean, considering we started the episode, well, kind of started the episode and ended it with heavy breathing. We'll not know. Look, I had to get one cute one here. One.
Oh man.
But who I really think it was, who I think it was versus who I want it to be. I'm gonna assume, considering the facial expression we got at the end, probably somebody Chauncey not really feeling like that because he was a little too gagged and geeked to see it. Like he was like, oh my god. So probably somebody on that side. I'm guessing probably the body wasn't really given black because there was a point where y'all didn't actually get it grained out. So there is a little point in there where people could go pause it and find out who it is. But
you gotta do some real detective work for you. I got to pause and zoom in that quick.
You gotta just have good eyes. You see it. But again, I'm trained on editing, so I know what to look for. I think it's probably like Liam. I don't see Quan doing nothing like that, but like, I don't know, maybe. I mean, we know Bus Clown get down with the get down, so like, look, Bus Clown put it out there, and I'm here for it. Okay, period. Yeah, my Liam maybe. We'll say, oh God, London is his name, I think.
London, okay. Yeah, London with the guy beside.
So I say, you know what? Let's throw him in the pot.
Oh, okay. So it's London in the pot. Okay.
I really don't know. I'm kind of excited to find out, but like, I really hope this goes somewhere outside of just throwing somebody's sex tape around. Because like, half the damn cast got one, whether it's public or not is not, not there, but like half y'all got one.
You're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong about that.
And as you should have it, send it to who you want to send it to. Don't be mad at other people because they got one.
These are facts. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this live up. We've been here, so since you're up here, all right, Miss English got a question. Why Black didn't give the same energy to Chauncey like he gave Rodney? Because Chauncey is disrespectful. Miss English, that's a question I'm gonna ask Black. I don't know why he didn't give.
That is a good Black question, actually. Ciao.
But Glam here. I don't know why you want to keep putting my name into this conversation. I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. Anyway, well, Angela, since you up here, will you want to do the honor of giving your opinion, like a full overview opinion of the episode one more time? Before I do my opinion.
Sure. So in this episode, we actually got to see a lot of people do some really cool stuff. We got to see Marciano sell his stuff and do his esthetician work. We got to see a cute little date between two of the cast members. Who knows? There may be love in the air. We also got a conversation at the beginning of it between people who will not tell us all the facts of what they're talking about, which makes following that extremely hard. But we getting through it because we like Black and we like Chauncey. Shout out to Black. I have to give Black his credit real quick because at first I was like, okay, here we go. We about to get that confessional from Black telling us about how amazing his show was and how packed it was and all this other stuff. And instead he came back and gave us the humble response, and I lived for that. I appreciated seeing somebody doing some real life stuff. So shout out to Black. In terms of actual storyline movement, the end of the episode, that was about it. And then the end of the episode ended with somebody's sex tape being exposed. Stay tuned. We get to find out who knocking boots, child.
I appreciate it, Angela, for real. And now, like I said, the favorite part of the show for most people, I'm assuming, is my opinion. So, for my opinion, I enjoyed. This was a fun episode for me. The gun range scene, a lot of people was confused about it. That was actually my favorite scene to film, only because of I like things with emotion. I like things that show, like, even though it's kind of confusion for most people, seeing that people true raw emotion, how invested they can probably show how the cast gets with each other. I say that for self-value in itself, because if these people didn't give a fuck about each other, especially Chauncey when I got that upset. That just being honest. But I'm not that confused by it, only because now I guess maybe it's I kind of put two and two together from the previous scene where they was at the Lon's house up until now. I kind of put two and two together with the fact of basically Chauncey should have just saved himself and fucked everybody else. Personally,
okay, period.
Because like if somebody gonna say I said something, bro, I know I didn't say it. It's not being the snitch, bro. It's clearing your name out. I'm not gonna hold water for you and make them drag my reputation down. I personally wouldn't do that.
I'm with you on that one.
Because that doesn't cause you do look crazy. You're gonna look crazy because you're defending somebody who ain't gonna have the same for you.
Because if this person was your friend and you defended your friend like that, you out here getting trashed for something you didn't actually do for them, and they know where to be found stopping this. I like all my friends to pieces, but I'm friends with people who can own what they said. I wouldn't be friends with nobody who's gonna say something in one spot and not be able to repeat it again. So if everybody's saying that I said it, I didn't say it, but these people said that. This is what they said. But hopefully we get there. It'll come to the light and he can get cleared, because right now it's not looking good.
It's not. It's not looking good for my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Moving forward with that, where they come. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just baby. With the rest of the episode, when it came to the pop-up shop, I like that scene. It was good to see Marciano do something. It was good to see Papa Smurf actually in the zone working on an old school flavor. And for those who don't know, the food is damn good. Shout out to Papa Smurf. Food's damn good. Go check it out. Just go eat it there. My fat ass go there, eat it all the time. Get the same thing. Don't switch up anything like that. So I really recommend people going to get something. I do wish, now this is from a production aspect, I wish that Marciano does get more screen time, because clearly y'all love Marciano. Y'all love that man. I love him when he pops on camera. So that's good that Marcel got a good following out there. Let's see. Hey, oh yeah. When it comes to the whole Marcel spa date now, people want to give Liam and Quan a little love flame going on. I will leave that up to the viewers interpretation of it. Fun fact, I didn't even see that little chemistry when I was there filming. Brandon had that luxury of seeing the little sparks fly in the air with that. So but do they look cute together? I'm not answering that. I'll let they all pick that and figure that out. And just want to address something. Look, on production, we love constructive criticism. I think anybody in the who do the creative world, we live for that. You know what I'm saying? We live for the constructive criticism. We do not take it personally. It's part of the job. With that being said, I really do feel I really do appreciate about what they're saying. I do appreciate it, but I do feel like some people are a little biased with certain cast members. I feel like so when they giving the constructive criticism, they are gearing more to that specific cast member. So I feel like we will appreciate more criticism that's more well-rounded, more generalized, so we can help cater to all viewers, not just one. That's all I have to say. I think that's very fair from just on a perspective. And I don't know, Angela, I could be wrong with that. I mean, I just feel like it's better to have corrections that are more catered to the whole overall viewer watch, and not just a specific person watch. Because it's not about just one person; it's about the whole community. And to let's see, and to also with the whole sassy but classy thing that nobody really talked about. for real.
I forgot all about that. I'm so sorry.
The only,
cute idea though. No shade. Cute idea. I kind of forgot. Like the cadence of that scene was a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
The pace might have needed to pick up a little bit because I just kind of forgot.
And that's fair. But please be on the lookout. When y'all have as the season progresses, you'll see that this show see that idea actually gets bigger, grander, and you'll see the whole fruition of it. So I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's gonna be interesting. The cast really, really love the show. And the whole secret video that people are saying, stay tuned for next week for that. Because
now the question is, has that video already been on Twitter? Has that video already been on Twitter?
The video has already been Twitter. There's no secret about that. In fact, I mean, I'm surprised most people don't know who it is yet. But I mean, unfortunately, from what my sources told me, the video has been taken down.
Well, I mean, that's fine. We'll find out next week.
Yes, and I mean, I really will. I would love to hear in the comments who y'all think it is. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, majority of y'all are gonna probably be wrong. I am a betting man. But with that being said, Angela, do you want to plug yourself in your social media since you're up here?
I mean, sure. Y'all can follow me everywhere at Angela Rachet, Rachet. Mostly use Instagram, but I just be a viewer. I be chilling, chatting. Y'all see me in the comments, acting a fool, maybe ripping somebody down for a hot second, just a hot second. I'm gonna build them back up too.
Brandon, they said, was it Brandon? I mean, Brandon does match the body shape in there, so I will give you that.
Oh,
was it Black? I don't know about that one. Tough sale.
It was giving Bus Clown.
It was giving Bus Clown? Well. Yeah, Brandon does match. Brandon does match.
I'm gagging for the fact that the production page is typing in the third person right now. I am in tears, but I appreciate it.
And like I said, before we go, Wrap one thing. Good point, Erica G. Y'all couldn't see. But wrap it up. As y'all know, it's your boy Reggie, man. Follow me at pp_production01. I repeat, at pp_production01. And like I said, thank you for everybody who has been viewing and staying with us and watching. Please check out episode 1 through 14. Get caught up, because next time 15 is going to be a banger. I promise you that. Never tell y'all a lie, guys. But thank y'all again. Please follow, subscribe, tell your mama, your daddy, your granny, your auntie, all of them. Come check us out at Pop-Up Productions, and we love y'all. And that's a wrap.
Real Life and Reality is back. We're bringing you all new content from our hit show, Real Life and Philanthropy, and our brand new show, Real Life and Music. And oh yes, we're bringing you real life premium content all year long. So make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to all things real life and reality. See you in the comment section.